Salma Hayek has been shining in Hollywood for decades, but behind the success, she also carries a private list of colleagues she refuses to work with again. Some are big names, but Salma has not forgotten the way they treated her, including moments of discrimination over her Mexican heritage. While her career looks full of achievements, there are also disappointments and silences that speak volumes. This list has never been made public, but it's known in her close circle and is now going viral online. Number 1. Reese Witherspoon. Many believe Salma and Reese are close because they've appeared together at events and campaigns, but their professional relationship was far from smooth. During a series they co-produced in 2020, Salma noticed her ideas weren't given the same respect as Reese's. In meetings, Reese would interrupt, give orders without asking, and once even told Salma, "You handle the Latino stuff. I'll take care of the rest." Salma didn't argue in public, but after that, she made it clear she would never work with Reese as a creative partner again. Number 2. Katherine Heigl. In 2015, the two actresses were cast in a legal drama where they played lawyers with opposing views who eventually find common ground. But off-screen, they never got along. Katherine was known for being difficult, and Salma confirmed it. On set, Katherine demanded script changes, pushed for more screen time, and shut Salma out of creative meetings. At one point, she even said in front of the director, "This would work better if it were just my story." Salma kept her cool, but asked to avoid direct scenes with her unless a mediator was present. The production agreed, but the atmosphere was tense. The movie flopped, and Salma has never spoken publicly about Heigl since. Number 3. James Franco. In 2017, Salma worked with James Franco on an independent project. It was one of his strange, artistic films, but from day one, she felt uneasy. Franco was distant, arrogant at times, and disrespectful toward his coworker. In one intense scene where he had to yell at her, he went too far, screaming for real, grabbing her arm, and leaving the set in silence. Salma walked off and later told the director she wouldn't tolerate that. She finished her scenes but refused to join the press tour. Since then, whenever asked about Franco, she simply changes the subject. Number 4. Alec Baldwin. In the late 2000s, Salma filmed a romantic comedy with Alec. What should have been a fun shoot quickly turned sour. Crew members recall Alec arriving impatient and making jokes that often felt more like insult. Several times he mocked Salma's accent, saying things like, "Say it again," but without the telenovela accent. The set went silent. Salma didn't react then, but later told producers she would never work again with someone who disrespected her heritage. Since that experience, she has avoided any project involving Baldwin. Number 5. Shia LaBeouf. In 2013, Salma and Shia worked on a psychological thriller. They didn't share many scenes, but did spend time in rehearsals and backstage. Shia was going through a very unstable phase, showing aggressive and erratic behavior. Once, when Salma greeted him kindly, he snapped back, "Who do you think you are? You're not the star here." The moment was uncomfortable for everyone, and from then on, Salma refused to collaborate with him again. Number 6. Edward Norton. Salma and Edward worked together on a historical drama in 2004. On screen, they had strong chemistry, but behind the cameras, it was different. Norton was known for being controlling with scripts and direction, even when he wasn't producing. He tried to rewrite several of Salma's key scenes without consulting her, and openly argued with the director. At one table read, he dismissed a line by saying, "This makes no sense." "Who wrote this?" Salma quietly replied, "You did." She stayed professional until the end, but has turned down every project with him since. Number 7. Michael Fassbender. In 2018, Salma and Michael Fassbender filmed an action movie that never made it to theaters. The production was messy, but Salma's worst experience came from Fassbender himself. He was distant, avoided rehearsals with her, and once mocked her method of preparing characters, saying out loud, "So much drama for just a shootout scene." Salma ignored him, but asked later for her role to be edited so she'd share fewer scenes with him. Number 8. Lena Headey. Salma and Lena briefly worked together on a period series filmed in England. It seemed like a promising collaboration, but turned into a clash of styles. Lena was very focused but also very closed off, barely speaking to anyone and giving orders as if she were the director. During one scene, Salma suggested a small dialogue change to make it feel more natural. Lena cut her off, saying, "Can we just stick to the script? I don't have time for theater improvisation." From that day, Salma kept her distance and never mentioned the project again. Number 9. Josh Brolin. During a Marvel casting session that never moved forward, Salma and Josh Brolin worked on several readings together. Though things seemed professional, Salma noticed he avoided eye contact and often interrupted her. At one point, he even joked with the producer, "Salma as a superhero? Are we sure about that?" The comment got back to her, and she quietly walked away from the project. Later, she joined Marvel as Ajak in Eternal, with no ties to Brolin. Number 10. Tom Hardy. In 2016, Salma and Tom Hardy did a luxury fashion campaign. It wasn't a movie, but it was an important job for a global brand. According to the photography team, Tom was impatient and uninterested in socializing. When Salma tried to lighten the mood with a joke during a break, he coldly replied, "I didn't come here to make friends." The shoot became tense, and Salma asked to finish earlier than scheduled. Despite these negative experiences, Salma has built strong and lasting friendships in Hollywood. But these encounters remind us that not every collaboration turns out as glamorous as it looks on screen. If you want more behind-the-scenes stories from Hollywood, don't forget to subscribe and follow our channel for the latest update.